Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Jerry's Place. Come on in, set a spell. Let's see what we got for you today. So today is day 3, August 12th, 2026. The third day of our $100 to $9,000 40-day crypto day trading challenge. Today we did Binance. Ticker symbol B as in boy, and is in Nancy, B as in boy. This one, it hasn't hit yet. It hasn't hit yet. The market's been playing a sideways game. It's called consolidation, where pretty much it stays between the same little zone. I set an alert to let me know when it hits a certain point, and that alert went off 7 times today because it kept hitting that same point all those times today. And one of the things that we talked about was how the market moves as Bitcoin moves. It's kind of weird to me that Bitcoin has that much power to move an entire currency market like that, but it does. And when you look at a lot of the coins that are considered to be premium coins, like Ethereum, Solana, XRP, a lot of them move the same way as Bitcoin does. And that's what was happening today, and still happening today. Bitcoin rose a little bit, and so did the others. They rose a little bit, but then they went back down to that same, what we call consolidation, where when you look at the technical charts, it just looks like it's just almost a flat line. So that's what's been our day today. We haven't gotten into the market, as a matter of fact, because it didn't hit our order. So we'll see what happens overnight. A lot of times the markets overseas pick up a lot, because of course we're in America and it'll be daytime there while we're having nighttime here. So a lot of the traders there, sellers and buyers, will pick up a lot of the slack, and we may see a rise. BNB is pretty stable premium coin. You can really do pretty well on it. You can really do a lot of planning, charting, and executing on this particular coin because it runs a pretty decent pattern that you can follow. Not like some of the meme coins that just are really volatile. This one has a lot of stability to it that can help you to plan out what your trades are going to be for quite some time in the future. And it's really good because, like I said, there's a group of us. It's about, depending on the day, somewhere between 40, 50, sometimes even 60 of us that are all on together doing the same trade. And people are getting a lot of confidence. They're getting a lot of encouragement and a lot of support because they're actually seeing how they can get into the market, how they can make their trades, how they can do their leverages. A lot of things that, especially if you've never been in the market before, never done this before, they pick up pretty fast. And that's pretty encouraging. I like that. And again, it's just amazing the power of compounding. For 2 days, we started with $100. Now I'm up to $125. So in 2 days, I got 25%. I think I mentioned that yesterday. Just how great that is just from compounding. So I'm still really excited. Like I said, this is day 3, so we've got 37 more days to go through. So I'm really very excited to just keep on trucking and keep on doing it. And to the point where it actually does become a habit, to where I do it every day, every morning, every weekday morning. Do my trades, understanding the markets, understanding the technical part with the charts of what I'm looking at, how I can determine my entry and exit points. And that was really why I wanted to do this challenge, because I knew, one, it's a repeatable habit that I would do every morning. So it would be part of my every morning routine. It wouldn't be odd, it wouldn't be different, it wouldn't be out of place. Every morning I'm getting up, sitting down, we're all meeting together on a Zoom. We're all talking about what our trades are going to be. We're putting in our orders and we're waiting for the orders to take place. And sometimes we might take profit then, or like now with BNB, we may not hit that day at all. But that's okay, because that teaches us another skill set, patience, what you really have to have in these markets. You have to take your emotions out. You cannot have your emotions into the market. You cannot bring your emotions into the exchange. You really got to just use this up here, and that's it. Make your plays that way and not get emotional and not say, oh my God, should I get out? Should I try? I see this happening. I see this happening. I used to be in financial services, in investing for mutual funds, exchange traded funds. I forgot the other one, and I hate that I forgot that. It's been so long since I've done it though. And I even got my Series 7 license because I was set up to be a trader on the market. But and because of where I was, I actually had to have the license in order to even talk about investments, as that was the law at the time. And one of the things that we often talked about as traders is just, first of all, understanding what each client needed, what their risk tolerance was, so that we could suggest the right product for them. But also it was patience. With mutual funds, a lot of people would look at the fund and it would be down for a couple of days and they would want to sell. But traditionally, mutual funds are for the long term. They're for 10, 15, 20 years for you to hold, because they'll go up, and a lot of them are tagged to the stock market. And if you've ever paid attention to it, it's always consistently going up over the years. And that's the whole idea of it. So it's an awesome thing to have that patience and to learn that patience, even when you're doing day trading. Yeah, you can get a lot of return on your investment, but you still want to be patient. You don't want to chase trades. You don't want to panic, because sometimes it'll turn in the opposite direction than where you placed your trade, but that's just temporary. That's just a temporary thing. On the long term, it's going to go exactly where you needed it to go, as long as you understood the patterns and you planned and executed correctly. So I think it was a pretty good day and pretty good learning experience for everyone. So I'm definitely looking forward to day 4, looking forward to really learning a lot more and to continuing on my journey. So that's it for today. Take care, everyone.